if you're looking for something that has the room, it's got the performance and the luxury and the tech, this might be for you. All right, everybody, I've got a 2025 Cadillac XT6 here, Sport in radiant red. I think that this 7-seater XT6 is a really good competitor when it comes to a 7-seat market SUV. It's not terribly big. It's easy to park. It's got a beautiful look to it, especially at the front. It's got that beautiful Cadillac, look to it. And overall, it's a very luxurious vehicle. So this one here being the Sport, we'll start here at the front. We've got beautiful LED lights with daytime running lights. We've got a beautiful honeycomb grille here at the front that carries on to the bottom and the sides of that front bumper. We do get that Cadillac logo there with a 360 camera underneath. We've got parking sensors below on that bumper. And overall, I do have to say that it's a really clean look to a luxurious vehicle. So if you are looking in the market for a 3-row SUV and don't want anything too big, and obviously don't want to pay escalate pricing, this might be something that you might be interested in, especially for the wife. She wants something not too big. So that's it at the front here. Let's take a look underneath the hood and go over the engine option. So underneath the hood here of this XT6, we've got the naturally aspirated V6 producing 310 horsepower and 271 pound-feet of torque. Honestly, I do have to say that this 3.6 is pretty quick. It's quiet. It's not terrible on fuel either. So it is a really good combination of performance and fuel economy. So that's underneath the hood here of this XT6 Sport. Let's take a look around the SUV and go over its details. Okay, so taking a look around the XT6, we'll start with the tire and wheel setup. So we're sitting on 235/55 R21, so you get a nice thicker sidewall there and a 21-inch wheel, which looks good. You get a brushed aluminum face to it. I love the fact that you get that red brake caliper that says Cadillac on it, and it does match the overall color of the car. Now you do get the carpeted liner inside there. No air suspension on these models. We got the Cadillac logo here on the fender, and then the body matched mirror cap here with a light, and then a camera underneath. Now as we carry to the side of the XT6, like I was saying to you before, it's not a terribly big vehicle, and it is a 7-seater, so you do get that extra space if you need it. You do also get some brushed aluminum there on the bottom of the doors there. You do get keyless entry on all 4 doors, which is nice, and then you get a blacked out windowsill there, as we can see. Now, as we carry inside here on the passenger side, the seats look and feel really good. I like the all black look. We've got your seat adjustments there. We've got a Cadillac logo there on the door sill. And then we do get some carbon fiber trim pieces, as we can see. Even on the door panel here, we get more carbon fiber with performance Bose speakers. Lock and unlock, and then you got your handle here with your window control. And then we got a speaker there at the bottom. And then as we carry over to the back, we've got that same material here on the door panel, carbon fiber, Bose speakers, and then this one here has a bench, which looks good. It's nice, soft, plush seating arrangements here. The seats can go forward and back. Then you've got climate control here for your back passengers, as well as a USB and USB-C. So one thing I also like here to mention is the door opens pretty wide, so it's easy to get in. Now, one thing, if you do need to move the seat forward to access the back, all you do is push the seat forward, and you're able to access the back seats there. And then all you do is push this back. You do need to kind of heave on it a little bit, but overall that's how you would do it. Now you can put the seats down by just pushing this lever there, and the seat will fold flat. Now one other cool thing that you can do back here is these buttons here control your rear seats. So if I move this forward, I can actually have this go up and down just by pushing these buttons here. So if I push this button, the seat will go down and it will go up. And now you do also have these buttons at the back of the tailgate too. You have them here just in case. So a really cool feature to have. Now here is a look at the back tire and wheel setup. Now we do get a red brake caliper there, and it is the same dimension here in the back with a carpeted liner. So that's it for a side profile view, guys. Let's take a look at that rear tailgate. So in the back here of the XT6, we'll start here in the middle. We got the Cadillac logo there with some brushed aluminum below that. We got XT6 and all-wheel drive on the left, obviously this being an all-wheel drive, and 400 on the right. We've got dual exhaust there with your parking sensors. Beautifully equipped LED lights back here. These in the middle are your reverse lights. Now you do also get a rear camera and then a button here to open up the tailgate automatically. So a couple things to note back here. You can see with this seat up, you don't get a ton of room. So you probably have just over a foot. However, you can put the seats down and it gives you an ample amount of more room. You do get cup holders back here for the rear passengers, and then you also have more storage underneath, which is not too bad. One cool thing is over here, these buttons you can control automatic. You can have these seats go down. Pretty much in a lot of vehicles they have that now. You can also put the middle seats down only, but not up. So as you can see back here with those seats down, you know, you can put your hockey bag, you can put a couple golf clubs back here, but I would say that's it. Now by pushing this button, the tailgate will close automatically. That's it for the back here, guys. Let's take a look at those rear seats behind the driver. Just want to thank Applewood GM here in Mississauga, Ontario. Go see my boy Zach. He'll hook you up with a great deal. Okay, so hopping into the back here of the Cadillac XT6, we'll start here with the door panel. Again, we have that carbon fiber trim there with some soft touch Bose Performance speakers, window control here. We've got the Cadillac logo there on the door sill, and then that same type of material carried throughout, with buttons here also to control that back row. Over here in the middle, we've got climate control as well as heated seats. And then we've got USB, USB-C. And down here, we don't have much, but we have a little cubby here just if you need to put some stuff. Now this one does also have a full panoramic moonroof with some lights. And then you got handles here too. That's it for the back here, guys. Let's take a look at the front. Alrighty, so hopping into the front here of the XT6, we'll start here with the door panel. We've got nice soft touch material with some carbon fiber trim, lock and unlock, Bose Performance speakers. It does have memory seating with your window and mirror controls here. You get a nice speaker down there. And then as we can see, we get the Cadillac logo there on the door sill. The seat looks the same here as it does on the passenger with your seat adjustments there. And that's it, guys. Before we hop in, let's take a look inside and go over the options. Okay, so we are inside the Cadillac XT6 here. We'll start with the steering wheel. The steering wheel feels good. I like the carbon fiber trim that's here at the bottom. Over here on the left, we got your cruise control settings with your forward collision alert, as well as a heated steering wheel. On the right here, this will control your front infotainment here. So by using this dial here, you can kind of go through and basically click whatever you want. I am in accessory power mode. That's why the check engine light's on. But overall, I have to say the steering wheel looks good and feels nice. Over here is your toggle for your lights. And then on the right is for your wipers. Now this one does have a heads-up display, as you can see right there. The controls are here and you basically can control what info you want. Now the front infotainment here does look a little outdated, but to be honest, I like the more analog gauges. You know, that's just a personal preference, but it does look like it is indeed in for a redesign, which I know it will be coming soon. But overall, I do like that you got the screen there and you can kind of play around, like I was saying, to whatever mode you want. It does have cylinder deactivation, so it will go down to 4 cylinders, which does help, obviously, fuel economy. You do get speakers there on both A-pillars and then soft touch material here at the top. Like I was saying before, you do get that carbon fiber trim carry throughout this whole dash with some brushed aluminum. You got a lower glove box area there. Now, as we carry over to the middle here, you do get a little bit of a smaller screen, but it is very intuitive and very responsive. I do have to say, you've got Apple CarPlay. You can control your climate control in here, or you can control your climate control down here. It's just going to depend on the user. You've got navigation here as well. Like I was saying, it's just going to depend on what you need. You've got auto stop start, parking sensors, and the car will park itself if you need. It's got lane keeping assist and your hazards at the top. Does have heated and ventilated seats with dual zone climate and then a cubby here. Now I did drive this car across Canada and I do have to say it is very quiet and it does have the peppiness if you need it. You can put it into sport mode by using this button here and it will give you a little bit more power. And I do have to say it's pretty quick, especially for a 7-seater. Over here, we got your center console shifter. We've got some nice soft touch material here. This here's the dial with your volume knob here, and you can control the screen via these buttons here if you want. I'm using the dial here to control the screen. So it's just going to depend on the user, but it's nice that it does have the touchscreen option and also this dial here, depending on the user. 2 cup holders here, and you can close this to make it look a little bit more cleaner if you want. As we carry over to the center console is not too wide, but it is deep, so you can store things, and it does have a wireless charging pad here for your phone. And then it does have USB and USB-Cs right there, as we can see. Now at the top here, we've got your rear camera mirror that you can turn on or off with OnStar up the top here, as well as controlling your panoramic moonroof. So those are the buttons up the top. So that's it for an interior look, guys. I think this interior is beautiful. And like I said, I like that it's not too big and it does have the 7 seats. So if you're looking for something a little bit smaller and you like the luxurious and the feel of something small but it can fit people, then this would be the SUV as opposed to maybe going to the Escalade. And also price. So I've got the window sticker behind me. Let's go talk about the price. Okay, so I've got a window sticker here, and the price is 77,073 Canadian for a 2025 XT6 Sport all-wheel drive. And then here are the options. So honestly, guys, I do think that this car does have a really good rep when it comes to obviously performance. It's got the room if you need it. It's got a lot of luxurious features. I think it looks good, and it's got a good performance attribute to it. So if you're looking for something that has the room, it's got the performance and the luxury and the tech, this might be for you. So that concludes this review, guys. Let me know what you think about this car in the comments, and we will see you in the next one. Cheers.